Hey guys, Cal here. Just doing a update on my most recent purchases that I've got from around Perth, and I'll just go through these now. Let's have a look. So the first one I picked up was the third album from Blood, Sweat and Tears. This has got some great tracks on it. Like on side 2 we have the Symphony for the Devil suite there, Something Coming On, and 40,000 Head Man. But yeah, just a great fusion of rock, jazz, classical there. Sort of a super group there. The next one that we got was a mid-period Kinks album, and the Kinks 70s output is actually quite good. And in my view, pretty underrated. But I've got this one here, which is the Kinks Presents Soap Opera. Yeah. And this was, I think, another one of the ill-fated attempts at Ray Davies putting together, like, I think a film or a soundtrack for a film. Yeah, but it's got some great tracks on here as well, and this was, I want to say, 75, so right in the midst of that period. Getting into some jazz now. I've got the David Murray Trio, The Hill, and this is on Black Saint Records, 1988. And this trio is obviously David Murray on tenor sax and bass clarinet, the fantastic bassist and composer Richard Davis, and Joe Chambers on drums and vibes. Look at that photograph on the back. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, I'm very interested to have a listen to this, as I do like David Murray and his stuff is quite good. Being on the Black Saint label means that it's usually pretty good. This one has been on my list for quite a long time, and this is sort of experimental vocalist, songwriter, Annette Peacock with X Dreams, and this was like her stab at doing sort of like jazz rock, avant-garde sort of stuff. It was around 1979 as well, so there's a bit of a punk influence there as well. But Annette Peacock, yeah, brilliant musician and quite underrated there, X Dreams. The next one we got here is a first edition of Court and Spark by Joni Mitchell. It's a bit hard to see with the cream, but it's got the raised embossed writing there on the back. It's pretty understated album cover, but the album itself is absolutely brilliant. I, about 3 or 4 years ago, sold my whole Joni Mitchell collection, and I regretted it ever since, so one by one I'm slowly buying those ones back. And then we've got Woody Herman there on the World Series. This stuff goes for a couple of bucks, is quite good. Keep going through these ones. Scott Kazoo, Islands. So this is another Wyndham Hill record. These records are actually quite interesting in their aesthetics, and that they always have quite interesting cover art. It's usually a nice abstract photo there. And although people probably say, oh, you know, new age and all that, it's just, there's a real vibe to it. Danny Gottlieb on drums is really good, and I'm looking forward to listening to more of that. And now we've got a compilation from CBS Records, and they did these, I think in the 60s they did these, and they did Jazz Party, and it'll be Volume 1, Volume 2, whatever. And this is Volume 2, and this is called Kings of Drums. And on this, you've got sort of these fantastic players. Like at the top, you've got G. Krupa, Louis Belson, Art Blakey, and Kenny Clark on there. And it's just a compilation of some of their tracks for jazz. Couple more we've got here to go through. So this is quite a common record, but I actually never had it, and I got it for $4. And that's Janis Ian, Between the Lines, one of her mid-70s albums. And yeah, this is just another great a great singer-songwriter album there. And the amazing Richard Davis rocks up again on bass on this, so yeah, nice cover on the back there as well. So very, very good. Good to have that. And then the last two I've got here that I don't know a lot about this one, but this is Nat Gonnella's Georgia Jazz Band here. There they are. That looks pretty cool. It's called Runnin' Wild on a Harlequin Records. It looks like it's a UK pressing there, but they just do. There's a lot of standards here. Ain't Misbehavin', Confessin', Georgia on My Mind, that sort of stuff. Satch My Blues. So picking these up from the pretty cheap. The cheap bins. And finally, another one here, Sidney Bechet, and this is covering years 1945 to 1951. Giants of Jazz collection here, with an ensemble cast of guys. You know, you've got Wild Bill Davison, George Pops Foster, Walter Page. These are all fantastic musicians there. And I think that's quite a good haul. And let us know what you think. What have you picked up recently as well? Any grails that you found? Yeah, stick a like on this if you want. And I'll see you in the next video.